Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Rimworld Alpha 9. This is Sleepville, and we are just preparing to continue to set up our colony. I think the goals for this episode will be to get our power generation started, which means we're probably going to have to expand on our initial setup fairly quickly, but that's okay. The kind of trick I've discovered, at least for myself, is you want to get your walls up pretty early and then expand on them rather than trying to wall in a great big area, unless of course you have like a mountain that's providing walls on like 2 or 3 sides, in which case walling off a big area is a little bit more viable. But when you're kind of, you know, out in the middle of a field like this, you want to get your walls up quick. Though granted, the ones that I've been trying that on are on a bit of a higher difficulty than what I'm currently playing here, mostly because I don't want this colony to end too quickly for you guys. I don't know, after this colony I might try bumping up the difficulty and just see how well I can do on camera. But let's continue on with this one rather than talking about the next series. I do that quite a bit, and it's not good. I need to knock it off. Anyways, so the game is reminding me that I do need something to feed my colonists with, and that is an even more bit of an incentive to go ahead and get my power generation set up. So power, there's really 2 options that we have at the start. We can either go wind turbines, which are pretty good, I like them a lot, or we can go solar panels. Both of them have been changed. It used to be that wind turbines were kind of the best, hands down, and the reason being is because they generated a constant amount of power all the time. Day or night didn't matter. That is not the case anymore. Now there are such things as variable winds. So sometimes a wind turbine will generate a lot of power, sometimes it will generate very little. And solar panels are constant, but only during the day. At nighttime, everything shuts down. Basically, with the wind turbines, as long as you had enough of them, you never needed batteries, and batteries are what cause things to overload and eventually explode, which was not good. To start with, I mean, they're both 100 steel. The solar generator, I believe anyway, I want to just take a look here. Work to make is 42. Doesn't actually tell me how much power it generates. Well, it lowers beauty. Does a solar panel do that? Solar panel does not, in fact, lower beauty. So you know what? I think I might just build up a couple of solar panels and go with that kind of a start. We're just gonna build them down in the corner here, I think. Make sure to leave a gap, so just in case they catch on fire. So, and the colony will have to go under a bit of a redesign before too long. We probably are going to need some more steel. How much do we have? 275, 100 for each. That'll be enough to build those, but then we are going to in fact need some more steel. So let's go ahead. How much steel do we have kind of in this general area? Quite a bit, actually. So we're going to unforbid all that so they can go out and grab it. Alrighty. Our colonists are going to be getting rather hungry, I think. How's everybody doing? Oh yes, in case you didn't notice, I got the mod working. I was an idiot, I just forgot to turn it on. Anywho's, yeah, urgently hungry. Oh wait, why do we not... You know what, I'm also an idiot because I forgot to unforbid these guys. So let's go ahead and let you guys get some food in that way. These prepackaged survival meals are pretty damn good, but not if they're not allowed to eat them. Looks like we have some more steel up here, so we can go ahead and unforbid that. Okay, so we have our solar generators. We do need a battery or 2 to make sure that we can keep running in the nighttime. So let's go ahead and build a couple batteries. Oh, what do we got? A local wild boar has gone mad. So where is the boar? You, right? Attacking Marty. Where are you? You're all the way down there. All right, we're gonna just keep an eye on you. Marty, where are you going, buddy? All right, you are gonna go. We're gonna recruit you. You're gonna go there. Actually, you're gonna go here because it's gonna come up from the bottom there. And you are gonna go here. I guess there's no real reason to take cover from a boar, is there? It's not like it's gonna be shooting back. So we want to make sure that we shoot that boar before it has a chance to kill Marty there. All right, so we're gonna go on slower speed just so we can make sure that we get it. And there we go. Okay, shoot it in the face. There we go. Nice. Unrecruit, and unforbid you. Okie dokie. So, as I was going to do before I was so rudely interrupted, let's go ahead and get the game running at a bit of a faster speed here. We want to get a power line running kind of down the middle of our colony here, like so. After we get that set up, we are going to need to figure out where we're going to put our kitchen. And that, I think, is going to be our first colony expansion, because I don't want to surround this geothermal with anything, because, and at least anything I don't plan to tear down later. So let's go ahead and start setting up where we plan our kitchen to, and food storage to be. Structure, we want a wooden wall, and we want to go something like this, I'm thinking. Let me actually pause for a second. Let me think this out. So we're going to need, basically, there's going to be two sections to our food storage and cooking area. We basically want the section where the food is stored, because that needs to be refrigerated. That's also going to be where the food is prepared, so they don't have to haul it anywhere. I'm going to want that as close to our food growing areas as possible, but I also want an area attached where they can go to eat it, because I don't want them having to walk very far to get to a table. So I'm going to want something along these lines, I think. I like the idea of a two wide path kind of going down the middle of the colony here. So we're going to go something like this. Up like this. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to have this be our kind of common food eating area. That being our food storage, but actually no. You know what, before I do this, I'm gonna cancel all this. And I'm going to claim this stuff here. And then I want to deconstruct all of that, because it is getting in my way. We have enough survival meals that we can go ahead and, you know, take our time in doing this, I think. How many? Yeah, we have 14 survival meals at a average use of probably about 1 per day. I think we'll be okay. All right, so they're going to tear that down. That'll provide us with some blocks. Not really enough to do too much with, but at least it's something. Let's bump them up to max speed while they take care of that for me. Yeah, he's going to spoil in about 4 days, so we're going to want to get this set up sooner rather than later, as it is. Looks like our crops are growing nicely. We'll probably need to expand that a little bit. We'll kind of see how our food growth goes. Okay, so that's done. So let's go ahead and get our architect going here again. We want our structure. Okay, so as I said, we're going to kind of go something like this. And then I want to go up like this, up like that. And then I want a setup like that. Cancel the thing in the middle there. That will be our kind of airlock to make sure that we don't let too much cold air escape from the freezer. Oops, that's not supposed to be there. Cancel that. All right, so that's kind of what we're going to go with. We have room on both sides for a workbenches. We wanted to do a setup like that, though if we did that, there's a good chance that whatever they created would pop outside the wall. So I don't think we'll do that. But I think that's a pretty good layout for our initial eatery. I'm also gonna start. Can I build over the marsh? I cannot. That's a little annoying. So we're gonna have to kind of branch off up and down, but we can go this way a little bit further. What can we build? What else do we need to build? You know what? Let's go ahead and just let them get that up and running. We're probably going to want to actually set up a auto door here. Right about there should be good. And I want to prioritize the construction of the auto door. So that way we can get to building in that relatively quickly without having to walk all the way around like we were before. Fortunately, it's a bit of a security hole right now, but I'm not too worried about that. Now, the problem with this is they can kind of come right around the corner here and attack us. So as soon as this is built, I think I'm going to build some wings on this to kind of force them to come around into our line of fire before we engage. Just kind of something I noticed when that boar was attacking. Okay, so we have our auto door, and we're going to go ahead and hook that up to the power. Like so. Alright, looks like we got our first harvest of potatoes. What's this? Oh, alpha beavers already? Really? Alright, we need to take care of these bastards quick. I mean, we have a lot of trees, but all the same. Okay. Rivias, you're the one with a rifle, yes? How do I get back to the character? There we go. Yes, you do have the rifle. So, you're gonna head up here and start shooting some beavers. You're not too bad off, but we'll have to kind of keep an eye to that. Fortunately, this means that I have to take a lot of attention away from my regular colony. I don't know why I'm taking cover against the beavers, but whatever. To get this done, because I have to make sure that she switches targets properly. Alright, so there's the first one down. Fire at that one. Nothing else, I guess. They're good target practice, and if we had our freezer set up, you might as well get closer. Now fire at the alpha beaver. They'll be a good source of food anyway. While she does that, let's go ahead and check how this is going. So far, still being built, so that's fine. Come on. Murder the beaver. Murder the beaver. Oh, come on. Let's go ahead and speed things up a little bit here. Oh my god, you are such a horrible shot. I thought you were supposed to be good at this. There you go. Okay, you're still okay, so we're gonna move you a little closer. And fire at that one. God, you suck at this. Oh, come on. There you go. Oh, wow. There you go. Okay, there's... Alright, they're still building that. God, this is such a pain in the ass to have to deal with. Alright, there's another one dead. That one. Nice shot on that one. Can we do that again? Apparently not. Okay, that wasn't even the one you were aiming for, but good shot, I guess. Yeah, these guys just have such the, like, a really annoying ability to just wipe out the trees on a map. And it's just, ugh. Frustrating as hell. Alright, so there's... Any more alpha beavers? Yes, there's one over there. Alright. Any more alpha beavers? Did I get them all? I think I might have. Oh, that one wasn't dead yet. Okay. Okay. You unrecruit. I think we got all the beavers. There's a couple of them there that are kind of bleeding out, and that is okay. Actually, you know what? One of the things I should probably do here is build our cooler right into the wall of the colony. So just like that. No sense in having to tear down a wall later to get it set up. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch into high gear here. Let's just watch over here, make sure I didn't forget a beaver. No, it looks like they're all dead. Dead or dying. Alright, it looks... Oh, man, we're getting some pretty good harvest right off the bat here. Okay, so it looks like our kitchen area is getting set up. Come on, a little faster, please, here, guys. Oh, nope, we're going for a nap. Okay. Batteries aren't fully charged yet, but that's okay. Marty's gonna go ahead and keep planting. The cloth is good. We're gonna want to get ourselves some parkas relatively quickly here. We have some more survival meals up here, so let's go ahead and unforbid those. If you're hungry, go grab them. I think it could be a little bit longer before we get our meal source online here. Luckily, we have tons and tons of potatoes. And a fair amount of meat waiting for us. Once we get a refrigeration area capable of storing it. On that note, let's actually go ahead and get some doors built here, wooden auto doors. There and there. And then run the power that we need to keep the whole thing going. Up like that, and then over to there. How are we doing on steel? We should be okay. Okay, that's already been built, so now we're just basically waiting for it to get the power it needs. And hopefully our 2 solar panels will be enough to cover that. It might not have been the greatest place to build them, because they lose power pretty early in the evening, but what can you do, I guess? Alright, is that powered? Is that running? Yes, it is. Alright, so we're going to bring down the temperature to just below freezing. That's what we want this to be. We want it to be a freezer. We're going to set up a zone for food. That's going to be right in here. Just like so. And we're going to go storage, priority, preferred, clear all. We want food. Basically all food, meals and raw food. And we also want the corpses of animals. And here, you're not allowed to store food here anymore. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and unforbid all the dead alpha beavers. We can haul them into the freezer for eventual butchering. What's the temperature like in here? It's getting colder. Oh, no, it is in fact frozen. Perfect. Alrighty. So, let's go ahead and get... What's this? Mysterious blight. Oh, come on, game, really? Alright, that's fine, though. That's fine. That's fine. We want to go ahead and get a butcher's table. And actually, we'll start with the cook stove, I think. We're going to go cook stove there. So that we can get some foods a-cooking. How's everybody's moods doing? 8 off the ground, sharing a bedroom. Disturbed sleep, sharing a bedroom. And 8 off the ground, sharing a bedroom, and tired. That's okay. None of those are particularly bad right now. It's all being offset by the new colony optimism, but we don't want to rely on that for too long because that can get you killed. Not that I speak from experience on this one, of course. I've never lost a colony to letting it starve. Though actually, interestingly enough, in one of my offline games, there was a colony where it was basically, I was forced into a choice of eat the people that attacked us or starve to death. So I did devolve into cannibalism for a little while there. But, oh, hello, Kano. Say hi to all the YouTube peoples. Alright. So it looks like our cook stove is ready to go. We're just going to keep to the simple meals. Our cook can do better, but I want to make sure that we don't use up too much of our food. Do until you have 10. Alright, and we've already set up our cook's priorities, right? Yep, perfect. Alrighty. Now we're also going to want to set up a butcher's table. Is this? Oh yeah, no, butcher tables don't need power. Alright, here they come. Still dragging in those alpha beavers, which is great. That's going to be a good source of food to start with. Alright, now bills on the butcher table. Butcher a creature. We want to do that. Nope. Do forever. That's what I wanted. If there's something to be butchered, butcher it, but I forgot to do this. We only want you to do that basically if it's stored in the freezer. That, I need to move this way. Alright, little further down, only in the freezer. Right about there. That should be fine. Alright. So it looks like we got some food being cooked up. That's great. What are the other two doing? Looks like they're still hauling in those alpha beaver corpses. So, yeah, I think that is going to be a good place to call this one. We accomplished everything we wanted to in... Hello, Kano. We accomplished everything we wanted to in this episode. We got our power generation up and running, and we have some food going. So, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you next time. So long.